And now, a little bit more.
Yay!
There you go. Hey.
Hey,
So,
success.
Love it.
what you guys think?
God, I'm having so much fun.
Stupid game and I hate it. Hate all of you. This is no fun at all.
None of you are funny or interesting or
Nope.
cool to talk to at all.
No.
It sucks.
All terribly
Fucking
unattractive
shit.
as well. Yeah.
Well, I love
Whole
all
thing
of you.
sucks. This is honestly, I'm just, every time I put my head down and I'm like, ugh, I'm really going, everyone here is so much funnier than me. And I hate that.
See, like, I never want to be the most interesting person in a room because I'm not
I do.
interesting.
I want, well,
I
okay.
If I'm the most interesting person in the room, I'm bored as shit. Like,
I
so
get what
like
you
the
mean.
fact that
I
I
take
feel
it the
like
other
you
way.
are all more interesting than me and funnier, like I am super excited. It's like the positive side of imposter syndrome. Like
Everybody's good, but me.
Optimistic.
I'm having such a good time because I'm the shittiest person here.
I disagree that you're the shittiest person here. Like, by a lot.
Obviously me.
Who do you think is Alex?
What?
Who do you think
I
is
think I am.
Alex thinks
Honestly,
it's Alex.
I think it's me. I just, you guys are just so good at, and like fun and like good at like just doing in character talking, and I always feel like I'm struggling to like keep up.
I want to say
You're
this.
right.
I haven't.
We are the best.
I like the confidence, but I haven't got that from anybody. Like,
I've had this conversation with Alex and assured her that like that's not showing through to anyone else.
Yeah.
That's her own
Absolutely.
insecurity.
yeah, your anxiety or whatever that's making you do it how you do it is working.
Perfect.
So-
I will keep a level 100 anxiety all times.
That's the promise that I can make.
Guaranteed. Yeah, I'm absolutely so delighted every single time we get to sit down and play to be sitting down and
Yeah.
playing with you guys.
Yeah, me too.
It's
I want to play more.
Yeah.
We got to play
absolutely.
Too.
You
more.
know,
I
I say
legit,
8-hour
like-
streams from now on.
This week, the only way I got through this week was knowing I was going to see you guys and play today.
Oh,
sweet.
oh my goodness, that's so
Thank
sweet.
you.
One of my favorite things is that every time we've played, I've and this happens in D&D a lot, but like I notice it very acutely here where I always do something that I wasn't expecting to do, that I wasn't really like going into it thinking would be a thing. Like
Right.
You
it was
push
very
your
much
roleplay.
it was very much a spur
Absolutely.
of the moment thing to have Grant be possum and run in circles around everyone.
So that brings up an interesting point because whenever, so for the first two episodes, how I broke down everything is I wrote out scenes and stuff that I thought would happen during the scenes. So I wrote out a couple of scenes for this and made some random encounters for this episode. We did the Zach scene with the phone. That was it. Everything else, nothing. I had nothing for it. We kind of went off that. I didn't use any
Oh,
more
this
of
was
my
all
notes.
improv.
Yes.
You don't mean me dragging a phone up a tree. You mean
Yeah,
No, the texting. Yeah.
the texting.
The
With
texting is stuff that I had ready. Is a scene that I had ready. After that, nothing.
You just set us loose.
Yeah, and well, not
Easy
even. You all
prep, we
went
love it.
loose. You all went loose. I do have stuff wrote down, and I had other scenes. We just never got there, which is totally fine because we can get there.
I want you to know how much pressure it puts on me to know that like you're waiting for us to say or do certain things to progress the story because I'm like, fuck.
So that
what
I'll-
do I got to do?
I'll clear that up. It's not like I'm waiting for you to morph into a squirrel and go try to find berries or nuts or something, and
We're not
then
hitting
this is going to
checkpoints.
trigger. It more like checkpoints. It's like
You're waiting for 2 nights.
we're getting out of the van now.
Okay.
So okay, now I need to wait for a point to hit this next beat, and whenever it feels right, I do it. If it doesn't feel right, I'm not going to force it in there. So there's stuff to come, and it will come. But I thought that was funny that I sit here and prepare. Pretty much, I edit the first week and then prepare the second week, and I sit here prepared, and we don't use it, and I
mean,
love
this,
that.
This week was a great character workshop.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like people are itching for you guys to fight And so like but this is one you can't rush a fight in. Like
Day two, I'm gonna like Reese's headspace right now is like, okay, we're starting to trust each other. We're getting more animals that we can copy. We need to like when it's two of us up top and then one of us down below in order to get surveillance. That's Icarus squad, because we're flying close to the sun. And then
Why can't it be Delest?
why can't it be
Because it's
Dagon?
harder to say.
Why can't it be Legolas?
You said Icarus.
Yeah, Icarus, and then
Icarus is the
Daedalus.
one that died.
Well, I
Daedalus
also
is the one that flew and didn't die.
I also think it's cool that well, we're gonna die. Don't worry about that.
Fair. Yeah, you're right.
Like we were going to get animals and do all this stuff and possibly get into the fight, and then there was a hard stop where we were like, I don't trust any of you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And we're like, we got to go in the woods for a
We
while.
need 3 days, 3 consecutive uninterrupted days for me to trust any one of you fucks.
This to me was always a really big plot hole in the books where, I mean, and I know
Yeah.
Q won't know what we're talking about, but that they were all just like, yep, all right, let's go.
It was
And-
very much Elfangor wooby magic, where because you were all here and I gave it to you, none of you can be bad. But like there was really nothing.
There was that
there
assumption, I
mattered.
guess, but
Yeah.
I don't
Nothing
know.
concrete.
An AU where Elfangor was wrong about one of them is very compelling.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Not that I want that to happen in our game,
No.
because at this point Cameron's grown on me and I like him. So
Me too.
Yeah,
Oh my
ne-
god, when Cameron was playing with the stick and just the moment where like Grant's like, I can't throw it, and he goes, yeah, you can. I was like, I fucking love Cameron. Like, he's
Yeah,
my
you
new
can.
favorite.
And I'm like trying to
Yeah.
convince him, and I
yeah, all right.
I mean, I can't fight against yes, you can, because that's true. So yes.
I haven't said it to. I haven't
Can't
said
argue with
it
that
to
logic.
Nate and Q, so I'm gonna just keep it closer to the vest right now. But I still think I'm right on my current hypothesis about Cameron, which Alex and Austin both know, and I'm scared.
So
I'm so glad that his back got healed from the morph
Yeah.
too.
Me too.
Like
Unless he's
That-
able,
no.
now he's
Hard a
back to
little
full
bit.
strength.
I am 95% sure that football practice is covered for needing to go to the yurt pool, and we're going to have more
Yes.
problems later.
I thought that too when he
Mhm.
said.
I mean, to talk totally metagame, there's also still like a 20% chance to me that he's a cheat.
I don't know what that means. So
I know
I
you
know.
don't.
I know.
I
Okay, never
just
did
like
that
to remind
perception
people
check.
that
God
I've never
damn
read
it.
one of the books.
Fuck it. Yeah, I mean, he's not going to confirm it one way or the other, so I'll go ahead.
Oh,
and
of course
say it,
not.
but
I just want
Um,
it to be known that I, like when Austin tries to do the big reveal and be like, I fooled you all. No, you didn't. We knew.
we knew.
mine, like I was on that train hard initially, as you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
I think Austin is setting him up to be our Nothlit.
Mm.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Cory
I don't
did
think
say
that we
that.
necessarily have to have one, but
I don't either, but I think that's what he's. I think that is kind of the direction he is taking Cameron, and it could happen that way. We could also do things that make it not happen that way. I don't know, but
This-
that's what my thought is right now.
This is the show to put them out there. The theories.
I like one of my favorite moments from this episode was when I don't know why I am the way that I am, but I do like physical comedy bits. So if you're listening to the audio podcast,
Sorry.
absolutely you get an extra like 10% of a performance just by like
Mhm.
watching the silent miming that I do of like eating a spicy
Yeah.
piece of pizza or whatever the fuck. At one point I took the joint from behind Reese's ear and like mimed lighting it, and then
Oh, cool.
through the camera I passed it to like Reese passed it to Zach.
I
and
saw-
then
yeah,
he also
because
took
I saw
out
him do it, and I like reached up and I was like,
It-
give.
yeah.
And after he
That's
did
okay.
that, that's when I had Grant turn to Zach and be like, "That was a huge hit, dude. You need
Yeah,
to chill."
because I
You need to slow down.
also a very there's a comedy bit that I've used before, which Alex may know, which is where I start to do something, and then I just keep doing it because it's funnier if you just go more.
The longer you do it, it's funny.
Yeah.
Like
So like
trying to get spaghetti on a fork and it keeps falling off and it's just taking too long to get this bite of spaghetti. I don't know that
the other example, not to
Yeah.
plug my own shit, but there was a fanfic I wrote with Marco and Tobias, and Tobias
Aw.
is trying to get clothes for a human morph of Marco's, and goes, "How big do I need the clothes? How big do I need to get them?" And Marco goes, "Oh, he's like this big," and then just kind of keeps going. Because it's really funny to me to do that.
It was funny. It was also a good fic. I read it.
Thank you.
It was very
But
good.
just to like take a hit and then just go, fuck it. This is all fake. It doesn't matter. I'm
Yeah.
like a balloon. Yeah.
I saw the that's cool to know because like I'm looking through so many different screens. I
Yeah,
saw
you're looking at
Zach.
it.
I saw Zach do like pull it back, and I was like, "Where'd he get a blunt?" But
Yeah.
Yeah, like Reese took it from behind
That's
the beer,
cool.
lit it, and then took a hit and handed it off to Zach, and then Zach handed it back.
I
Shit like that. to me
Totally
is just-
silently.
it's me and Q fucking around in the back of the classroom while the
Yeah.
teacher's trying really hard.
I absolutely lost it when we all acquired the squirrel, and I looked over at Q's camera, and he was like squishing his face, like we were all poking the squirrel, and he was just like. Just-
so
and the squirrel zonked out too, so it's like,
so before we go too much further, I know Corey, you got to get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
At a certain
Questions?
time. Yeah, let's do the questions.
my God, we have
Absolutely.
fan feedback.
Band questions, I love it.
So
Fantastic.
the first, I know some of
Listener
you guys,
questions.
some of
Let's
you
not
guys
call
know
them
this
questions.
person from the Animorphs Anonymous
Hey!
Discord. Redtail 91.
Aw.
They ask, "Who's the bestest boy, and why is it Possum?" So
It's
Possum
me.
because he's
It's-
the bestest boy.
it's Zach.
Zach absolutely thinks that he is the best boy, but Possum is a very close second.
It's Possum because, like, at least two of us now have been Possum, and being Possum is incredible. It's about the best thing that's ever existed. So, like,
Yeah, dog.
Possum gets to do that all the time. It's fucking 100%. It is the
true.
best. You ever gotten a stick?
Have you
How
ever,
fucking good that shit is?
you guys ever get a stick?
Have you ever been able to chase after a squirrel and almost get him? Oh my God, the fucking high that you will be on is unraveled.
I mean, obviously, Possum is the bestest boy for Savannah. No questions asked at
Yeah.
all. But I think that's absolutely, for as many animals as she takes care of and spends time with and gets to know and has all those relationships with, Possum is her boy. Like, that's what she pours all of her energy and time into.
I think Zach would make a fair argument, though, that Mo's also the best boy.
Mo is a very, very good boy.
Mo's a good boy. We just haven't had a whole lot of screen time with Mo yet.
Right.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Screen time with Possum, Austin. I want to applaud the personality that you put behind Possum. I know that we're all like projecting like good dog and fun dog behavior, but that's part it's partially due to what you've already set up and the sheer force of personality that you've put into Possum.
Right.
So
Thanks.
well done on you.
Stick I am and shit.
So, real quick, I'm gonna go with you, Corey. Just let you answer these questions real quick, and we'll come back and let them that way.
That's okay. I have an extra like 10 minutes or so. We're good.
Okay. So for me, Possum is the best boy, but everybody, it seems like, has a little bit of Possum in them right now. So you're all the best, except
Also,
Except me!
Zach
yeah, except.
Savannah's being weird about morphing her own dog.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
You haven't
I
even
got
recorded her yet?
Pete the Terrier. I didn't get Possum. Yeah, the terrier from the zoo.
It took me a minute.
I didn't want to get Possum. It felt weird to Savannah, so she didn't.
That's
So I'm the worst.
Also, can we talk about how you're just keeping the moose real close to your chest? What's up with that?
Hey man.
End of sentiment. Hey man, like that's
We're all
her entire
like-
defense. That works
I mean,
in
we had-
Canada, but not so much here.
20 minutes of like harassing Reese about acquiring recording a human, and we're like, all right, so what morphs does everyone else have? Van's just like,
She didn't lie. She didn't
certainly
lie at
not
all.
a moose.
She didn't say not a moose. She didn't lie. She told you the truth. A ton of animals
say,
were
Fine.
I don't have a person.
Right,
To
but
be fair, Savannah was like, "Here are 18 things," and we're like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, we get it."
yeah,
Exactly. Your own exasperation with me led you guys to miss that.
Yeah.
the difference.
Oh, it's on us. Got it.
The difference, Q,
Cool.
is that you said same. So you were basically saying these are the morphs I have. These are the only morphs I have because I'm agreeing with what he's saying. The reason I didn't make Savannah roll the deception check is because she didn't, actively
She got
lie.
yada yada.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we'll go to the next question. This is from Casey from Animorphs Anonymous, Alex's co-host.
We got a question from Casey.
Yeah.
did.
Thanks, Casey.
Casey, you're awesome.
True.
Her question is, what is everybody's favorite musician, band, type of music, if any? And we're answering these in character.
In character. Okay.
Zach's favorite music is definitely just dumb remixes on TikTok. Dumb mashups
Beep,
of
boo,
shit.
boo, bop, bop. Beep,
Like-
boo,
Yeah.
boo, bop, bop. Beep,
In
boo,
fact,
boo,
in this
bop,
car
bop.
ride, he's probably, hummed or sang like half a dozen of them. This car
you-
ride and this camping trip.
Sick.
That's why we established that other people could contribute music to the CD player.
Yeah,
There was a reason, man.
absolutely.
Yeah, but Zach's got earbuds and would have just put them in.
Zach's favorite music is auto-tune Gordon Ramsay yelling
Yeah.
at people.
Or like SoundCloud
You
rappers.
fucking
and shit.
go-
SoundCloud rap. In IRL, I love a lot of SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, we won't get into it.
Austin, you listen to some underground shit.
But, hey,
Um,
who's got the #1 album in the?
I don't know.
And it's Rod Wave
It's
now.
in the Discord.
I think Reese just he likes the music that his dad likes, basically. He like anything from classic like 60s, 70s, 80s rock, like AC/DC, all the way up to like newer like weird experimental stuff like Coheed and Cambria. He reads a lot, so he has read a couple of like different books by and about Henry Rollins and the band Black Flag, and he thinks that like Henry Rollins is like
Yeah, Yerk.
just a top tier dude.
A
Not a
yerk.
yerk, no.
And a year.
No, he
I'd
thinks
be
that
a
Henry
yerk.
Rollins is just like a significant role model, because he's a dude who's not afraid to physically fist fight somebody who's being a fucking dick. He doesn't like bullies. So yeah, like that's kind of the stance that Reese takes or wants to start taking, but he's not really got the courage to up until now. But yeah, so that's like Black Flag and different punk music and stuff like that is really where he's at, as well as like some ska tunes and whatnot.
Cool.
Yeah, it's good shit.
So Grant is he likes punk generally speaking, like that was what he was originally introduced to with his background. But to be more specific about it, Grant very much likes the idea of the like people, supporting themselves and community driven stuff. Like not the bootstraps idea, but like people helping each other and coming together as a community for music. So like he really enjoys crust punk, like DIY
Hell
folk
yeah.
punk, folk and crust punk, because like they don't behold themselves to any records. They use whatever equipment they do, recording in their own basement sometimes, that lo-fi shit. He's been to festivals for stuff like that, gone with his mom or gone with Ricky. He loves that shit. Like and look this up later if you want. Stuff like Days and Days. That's a band that's probably high up there on his favorites. This is also Cory bleeding in because I fucking love that band.
Oh,
But
I figured this would have some of our likes bleed into it a little bit.
But yeah, like he likes all punk generally, but the crust punk, like folk punk movement is really where his heart is.
if Grant ever gets the chance to flip through the big binder of CDs that is currently tucked under the seat under one of Jellybean's seats, he might be surprised to find some bands that he significantly enjoys.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll probably happen. We'll at some point figure out that we've got very similar music tastes.
Alex.
Well, I did not put Casey up to this question, but I was absolutely delighted by it, because one of the ways that I first started, this is Alex talk now, but started connecting with Savannah as a character was to build a music playlist, and that's kind of what I listen to when I'm kind of thinking through shit that happened in the game and that sort of stuff. So I actually have a physical playlist where I made Nate send me shit. I'm so Zach likes ska music and stuff. Send me his playlist and I'm gonna pull shit I like, put it onto my playlist. So I built this whole background with Zach that way.
I forgot about all this ska music I sang.
Yeah. So she I just pulled favorites from that list to make her playlist, and then I absolutely figured that otherwise she would be Zach got her into TikTok, so she's on TikTok now. So popular songs from there that she likes, and the top hits on the radio. So Olivia Rodrigo, Billie Eilish, Olivia Rodrigo, that kind of stuff. That's all on her playlist. It's a very long playlist now, so I'll just throw it on and
I love
this is
that.
awesome.
That's amazing.
So now I have to retcon because I forgot. So not just all the TikTok dumb shit, but a lot of new ska, third wave ska too, but a lot of new stuff. So.
Hey,
it's a toss up between Mighty Boss Tones and also We Are the Union.
Maybe you guys can post your playlist. People could.
We should
check them out.
We absolutely should.
Absolutely.
I can make a playlist for Grant. Yeah.
I don't have Spotify.
We'll make one for you. Just send us songs and I'll make you one, and you can post your link. It'll be fine.
I like the idea that Reese doesn't have a playlist. He just has the radio station.
Yeah.
The classic
got the
oldies radio
news.
station.
This is for Alex now. I have a ska sampler playlist that I have made before. Some of my favorites, about 50 songs that I send to friends who are curious about what ska music is and what I listen to, because I'll just get I've occasionally had friends be like, "What the fuck is this?" So I can send you that if you want.
Does know what ska music is. Alex just thinks it's funny to
I know.
You do. You think it's anything related to fish, which is halfway accurate because there's fish bone and real big fish. But
anyways, yes, Cory, send me that.
Yeah, I will.
So we have the last question is from Landgear. Is that how you
Hey, thank you so much,
Landigar?
I usually say Landigar.
Landigar.
Yeah,
That's
Thank you so
anyways,
much,
he's
Landigar.
fantastic. He's really fantastic. So.
Hey, he is fantastic because he wrote us a question, and I think he has been watching and listening.
What?
So he says, if you weren't involved in a galactic war, how would you use your morphing abilities, and what would your most common morph be?
Superhero, easy.
I would morph a superhero.
He'd just be a super. No, he would just. Reese would become just a Spider-Man-like grassroots friendly neighborhood superhero.
Oh, that's what you would do if you had. Okay, okay.
If there was no war and we just got powers like this,
is
absolutely.
this Reese or Q?
That's Reese and Q.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Crease.
Don't like that.
That's fold.
I didn't think you would. I mean, that's the villain in the fucking Karate Kid movies.
Reese?
Crease.
Oh yeah. Sensei Crease. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. I've been watching the
Kai?
spin-off show. Yeah, Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
So
Cool. Everybody else, please talk.
I have to lean into the character a little bit. And Grant has a lot of anxiety and this is bringing a little bit of Cory to the character. Even though we're very different, a lot of anxiety and a tendency to bear the weight of the world on his shoulders in terms of what's going on, and feeling like he should be doing something to help it, and that's always weighing on him, and it translates into him being kind of an anxious mess. So going into that character a bit, what he would do with morphing if he didn't have to do anything with it, he would really just use it for a break when he needed it. And his most common morph would probably be, he'd probably get different breeds to try them out, but like it'd be a dog. It'd be a dog.
I was just thinking he would just be possum forever.
It would be. It's like it is better than pot. It is better than his antidepressants. It is just pure joy, and it's not something he feels very often.
So not only
so like sweet and sad.
Morphs, like they can medically heal you, like they can heal your body, but that is a good point that like an antidepressant morph, like morph a dog when you're feeling bad.
Just the mental, like, sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
I was just gonna say, like, the mental benefit to just checking out and just pure relaxation to go be a dog and sleep on your back, belly up in the sunshine, something like that. Like,
it's something that I think it happened in the first book.
No. The last one.
The last one.
That's what I was just gonna say. I was gonna say cute earmuffs, but in the last book, it's okay.
But they don't go dog. They go
dolphin and
water
drop
dog.
Jake in the water to get
They
him.
do that.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the first. Wow, I didn't even think about the fact that this is a parallel. But I was thinking the first one where Jake finally accepts that and sees for real that Tom is a controller, and he just lets him lose himself in Homer for a minute because of the happiness of the dog, because he can't deal with the actual thing that's going on.
We should tell Huey can put his earmuffs
Come back, Hugh.
Hey, welcome back.
But yeah, I think if there wasn't a war thing happening like that, I think that's exactly what Grant would do. It would just be when he needs a minute, when he needs a de-stress, like nothing better than the joy of a dog.
Love it.
Zach, being very clear, this is Zach and not Nate, would absolutely just get whatever animals are cool and make TikToks out of them.
Just totally commoditize the thing.
It sucks.
You do booster
It
gold.
sucks, but it's what he would do. He'd just morph a monkey and do skateboarding.
I was gonna say
monkey.
skateboarding monkey is 100%.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
Skateboarding monkey's a big one, but also like
Skateboarding
I don't
turtle.
know, like using it to get into
Skateboarding
areas that he
badger.
can't normally get into, and then skateboard there.
Yeah.
You
Or
ever seen a bulldog kickflip? Wah-cha! Like,
I think honestly, like, yeah, you could have a whole channel full of different animals doing different things. Like, and it's not all skateboards. He'd probably, I don't know, bungee jumping rhinoceros. Let's fucking go. Whatever.
Oh, that might not turn out great.
Yeah,
They probably wouldn't.
Zach's
Oh,
gonna
no.
Very
die.
bad.
Zach's gonna die. Oh, that was Grant's. Oh man, I just now realized after that I was giving this like really heartfelt character answer instead of saying I'd turn into a whale and knock it into the fucking sea. What do you think?
Oh God.
Gone.
so
Just out of here.
So to be really clear, by the way, Nate would fully go superhero thing too. I mean,
yeah.
it's too good not to.
Alex, did you answer?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Okay, go for it.
I think for Savannah specifically, this is not at all what Alex would do, but I think Savannah would just be so pumped to get the opportunity to use all of these different animals to add to like any sort of research or conservation that she could. Like, she would absolutely be someone that would be like, oh, like, you know, poachers are shooting rhinos out in Africa. She would go down there and just be like, I'm gonna mow them down, kind of thing. Like, she would do that. Or like, if you have questions about like, you know, can they see this? Can animals see color like that? Like, she would just be so excited to use that technology to further any research.
Conservation and education.
Conservation and education, because those are definitely some of her biggest passions. But I think she would also just really enjoy, like, when not doing the work, like being able to fly and being able to just kind of like get out there and like experience
100%.
that freedom that she doesn't really get a lot in life. Like, she's has a lot of responsibilities on her, so I think that kind of would be the getaway.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
It just occurred to me that only two of us have experienced the joy of being a dog, and only two of us have experienced the joy of flight, and it's a different two.
Yep.
Austin, what about you?
What?
If you
Answer
had
for
more than-
Cameron. Answer for Cameron.
For Cameron, I think Cameron wouldn't hurt anybody with his morphs, but he may do. Is this going to give you guys some insight on the Cameron? I think that if there was something really cool that he wanted and he couldn't afford it, he might sneak in and take some stuff. And
Now tell us what Cameron's jerk would do.
Yeah.
Cameron's jerk, he would lure you all into the forest and give you a false sense of security before you all passed out.
Exactly
in this world,
as I
it's 5
fucking
days, not
expected.
3.
You know,
No, we've taken care of that.
you know how
We're on to you.
Zoe coats one pizza in the hot sauce?
Yeah.
Well, Cameron coated one of the pizzas in
Fucking roofies.
I was so afraid of. I started thinking about that this morning, and I was like, "Can I work in that Savannah absolutely would have her own food because like some reason?" Then I was like, "Nah, you just gotta let it happen."
I don't recall you saying that you ate the pizza. I
didn't.
say that. Yeah.
I didn't, but that was,
did.
I did.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Possum
must be
did.
fucking starving. So,
But yeah.
anyway.
Trail mix.
Austin, I think Austin would go the same route as Cameron a little bit if I had the power and there was something really cool and Walmart had it and it wasn't like, mom and pop store down the street. I'm gonna go with Grant. We're gonna take from the companies.
Say, y'all are just you and Cameron over here just doing Grant's daily.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like, we've already established that stealing from corporations is not stealing.
Hey, that's how I feel. I don't go out and steal stuff. I don't want to.
This is Q saying this.
But yeah, I don't disagree with that completely. That you know what, it's not get me to
we don't
snitch on myself
encourage
on
you
this
to go
stream.
and steal, but like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. If
It's gonna happen, they
theft
can't
has
do
to
anything.
happen-
If they're not, this is Griffey McElroy said it. If they're not your dad
Or a cop.
or a cop,
You're not my dad or a cop, so fucking
Bye.
Like, all right. I've got a hangry significant other that I need to
all right.
feed.
Let's do some sign-offs then. How about that? So
Yes.
I
next
love it.
next week or 2 weeks from now, September 5th, we'll be back, and you guys can follow everything we do at DNDB Pod on Twitter. And if you want to talk to me, you can find me there. I'll send you the Discord link if you want to join. Nate.
Yeah, I'm Nate. I'm also the Splintersmith. You can find me everywhere on the internet. Google the Splintersmith and you'll find me. I'm also in another podcast called Sporadic Phantoms, which is also Animorphs related. It's pretty fucking good. You should go listen to it. That's
Q.
it.
Q.
Yeah, hi. Pretty much everywhere on the internet you can find me as hello, this is Q. Just the letter Q, nothing else. My only real project right now is this. So I'm usually on Twitter a couple times a day, so feel free to drop me a line and we can talk about like D&D mechanics and all kinds of like bullshit like that. So yeah, cool.
Cory.
I am Cory. I am at the Rum Renegade, or I think it's just at Rum Renegade on Twitter. I've got a couple other things I do kind of sporadically, but you can find links for there if you give a shit. I'm not on Twitter much, but if you want to talk to me, I will talk to you.
Alex.
All right, I'm giving this one away. I don't normally, but it'll explain today's episode. I'm at Alex and Birds on Twitter. Otherwise, I am on Animorphs Anonymous. I'm on half of that podcast. You can find us at Animorphs Anon or Animorphs Anonymous on Facebook, Twitter, Insta, blah blah blah. I am on a podcast called Horse Girls with other nerds that like Animorphs, and also one of them that has a D&D podcast. So there's a lot of good cross sections. Did I tell you? Well, we'll talk about.
Okay. Okay.
And then I am also on Cadmus to Crisis, a podcast about Superboy. I know nothing about Superboy. Please don't ask me about it. I just read the comics in character. And those are my creds.
If you guys want to submit a question to the Hirac Delest, join the Discord, tweet us. Doesn't matter. Send it in. We'll get you taken care of.
Send it to me personally via text. I will relay it.
If you can find my cell phone number, you're more than welcome to text me, but I guarantee you're not going to find it.
I got it. It's 3. I'm just kidding.
867-5309.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go hang out with my mommy.
Go.
Later, Corey.
Aw.
Later,
Bye.
stream. We'll see
Bye,
you guys
everybody.
next time.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
everyone.
I love
See you in
you.
2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.